Hello, this is the Tyrants In Training podcast. I am Kevin Ryan, I'm the host. The podcast brings a guest on each week to be a tyrant of their own country. So this week's tyrant is writer and actor Shanta Parasuraman, so has a rivalry with the Prime Minister of New Zealand. So enjoy. Okay, Shanta, hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, first of all? Are you ready to be a tyrant, be a ruler of a country?
I don't feel ready, but I think sometimes the best leaders are the ones who don't want the power, right?
I mean, do you think as a person you'd be someone who'd ever want to be, to get involved in like politics or to lead a group of people in a zombie apocalypse or anything like that?
Gosh, a zombie apocalypse, I feel like I wouldn't be qualified for that because I think about me in post-apocalyptic or like desert island situations, like I would absolutely perish. I'm just not one of those people I think that knows enough about, is not scrappy enough to be like, oh, you can take the wire from the central thing of the black box and then you use that to start a signal to the, you know what I mean? Like there's just people, I was watching Yellow Jackets and I was like, shit, these girls know a lot.
I mean, some leaders don't have to know everything, but they're just great, like
I'll get good
organizers
advisors.
of people. Yeah,
I'll get good advisors who don't just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah. Do you think you could salvage a bit of leadership or people in that scenario, right?
I mean, I was definitely the kid in school that when we got group assignments, I'd be like, oh, let me just do it. Like I'm gonna tell you what to do because I just know better.
Fair enough. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like the beginnings of a tyrant. So yeah, by the way, instead of calling you Shanta, even though that's your name, do you want an official title? What title do you want?
I'll go by Shanta Claus.
I love puns, and so does okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. Shanta Claus. I mean, do people just say Shanta Claus or do they say Miss Claus if they're addressing you? Or
I've never gotten a miss in front of it.
Do you want a miss?
Nah.
No.
I want to keep the regality of it. Miss is too informal.
Do you want people who are slightly afraid of you to be diagnosed with a condition of claustrophobicness or whatever?
What do you mean? Like they can't come near me?
They're just worried to come near you. Yeah, just a phobia. I mean, it's irrational.
Yes, I want people to like see me as benevolent, but also know they can't. Can I curse?
If you want, yeah, it's your island.
They can't fuck with me.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be insane. I'm not going to be insane. Like you have to always have your eye line below my level. I just think that's like this.
Oh, that's a good one. Is there any? That's a good one. Is there any rules?
People that do that like you have to always crouch or keep your head lower than them, your eye gaze.
But do you want any rules for people meeting you?
I guess now, like wash your hands before you come in.
Thoroughly wash your hands, but any other body parts are fine.
Just to be able to like talk to me. What, you want there to be some protocol?
Yeah, just it doesn't have to be, but
well, they just can't interrupt me. And once I make my decision, they have to respect that. They can't be like, but, you know.
So they can't disagree with you.
Well, once I've made up my mind, once I've taken in all the information,
right,
you have to accept that my word is law.
Is there any? Should people watch out for any phrase? Like if we're having a debate about should we add more schools to a district, and I'm saying, and an advisor is saying, no, I just don't think so. I mean, is there at some point where you're like, enough is enough, and they know, oh, okay, that's it. That's when she's putting her foot down.
I know. I need some like catchphrase.
Yeah.
Just tell them that I'm overruling them.
Yeah. It's Shanta time now. No?
Yeah. It's I was trying to think of some like Christmas pun because of the claws.
You really want a Christmas themed island? Is that where you're getting at as well?
What are some terms in Christmas? It's like the North Pole, elf,
jingle bells.
Oh, something about rain. About my rain. It's my reindeer.
It's my rain, dear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my rain, dear.
My reindeer. There we go.
Oh, wait. Can we just act this out? So I say, please, Shanta Claus, you can't add more schools or add more funding to the education budget.
It's my reindeer.
Oh. And then they take the back. And they walk out and they're like, yeah, good debate. You did well, Graham. Yeah, well, she put her foot down.
And when an advisor's doing a really good job, I put a red nose on them like Rudolph to show that they're my favorite.
I mean, is it always the same size and color nose, or is it like a bigger nose the better you do?
No, it's like a Rudolph sized nose.
Oh,
and
okay,
it's very prestigious, whoever gets it.
Oh, there's only one, like at a time.
Yeah, so I know I said I don't want people to tell me what I want to hear, but then there's also teacher's pet.
Yeah. Are we calling it teacher's pet, or do you want Shanta's pet?
Just the idea of it. Yeah, I'm not. We don't have to name everything. Gosh, labels aren't everything.
Yes, these are the big issues before. These are the big issues before I get to the fact of where you want your island to be in the world.
It has to be an island, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhere. Yeah, pretty much, because I'm not going to put you somewhere where there already is territory, where there's land for country.
Map of the world. Let's see. And this is the current year, right?
Yes, it's 2022. Yes. I mean, are you asking in the podcast or just asking me?
Yeah, because I want to know, like, what area of the ocean, the tectonic plates, kind of unstable right now, because I don't want to build my island right over some place that's going to have an earthquake.
Yeah, but I don't think those plates, I don't think they move from 2021 to 2022, right?
I just don't want to pick a stable place.
Oh, okay.
Over a volcano by accident or something.
I mean, a lot of guests have used volcanoes, but yeah, I agree.
I don't think that's wise. Unless you can harness the lava, you're just putting yourself at risk. Oh, unless it's like a really retired volcano, whatever you call it.
Yeah, not dormant. Dormant should still be active, right? I mean, it's waiting to be active, yeah.
How about, I mean, let's put it in between America and Ireland, just
right smack dab in the middle of the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. Do you want it? So do you want it kind of in line with Ireland and America?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it right in the middle. It'd be kind of like if you had an axis, like if you had two lines, one from Ireland to the United States and then Canada to Portugal, you would be at the center.
Yes, that's right? A good place.
Now I have no idea what the weather is like, but we'll just say it's good. Yeah, I don't think there's any volcano around there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be all right. Do you have any idea what name?
I want something with my name. Let's say Shantasia. That sounds kind of magical.
Shantasia. It's like Fantasia. That's the movie.
Yeah, with the centaurs and the.
Hold on a minute. You are going with the I mean, name her after yourself, which is only fair. I mean, is your capital city just going to be Shanta City?
No, that's so overkill. I don't want people narcissist. I think it should be something totally random, like platypus. Something just really makes people be like, she's kind of mysterious.
Speaking of which, because you mentioned platypus, would you have like a national animal? Whatever.
Yeah. Let's go with the platypus.
Platypus would be good, yeah. I don't think. I mean, there's no other country in the world you can immediately think. You can like. I mean, when I think Ireland and I think animal, I think cow, right?
Really?
Yeah, lots of cows in Ireland.
Mm.
You don't sound impressed.
I just didn't think. I don't know. I associate cows with like Iowa or something.
Ah, okay. No, it's all Ireland. Invented them. But yeah, platypus. I it's nice now to think Shantasia.
Apparently, the platypus is endemic to Eastern Australia, including Tasmania.
Which is, I mean, in name, that's close enough.
Yeah, they're cool guys.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of these kind of things specific to your country, do you have an idea what motto you would have?
What
official motto would the country of Shantasia have? Yeah.
Motto, do good and don't fuck up.
Do good and don't fuck up. I mean, you will be the only country with a swear word in it. And don't. You're happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't do good and don't fuck up. All right. Do you know what? I mean, do you know what the US's one is, for example?
We love guns.
Close. It's In God We Trust.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you see, you heard. Ireland, I don't have an official one. I think the unofficial one is Ireland Forever. I like South Korea's one, which is like, it's promising to do good things, but given a little bit of wiggle room, where it says to broadly benefit humanity, devotion to human welfare. But it's, do you know what I mean? It's like, generally I'll help you out, but you know, I'm not going to commit to it.
Sorry, my friend this guy I went on a date with just texted me, do you like Ron Burgundy? So I was just distracted for a sec. I wasn't really listening to you.
Do you? Do you like Ron Burgundy?
I guess I'm going to say who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more pro-government than him, but he's so darn
fictional.
likable.
Yes, exactly. I'll get that down as well. Invite him to the birthday party. Okay, so
Burgundy into the government somehow.
I mean, we might be able to.
Maybe one of the towns will be named Burgundy Village or something.
Speaking of your country again, do you want? Your country is going to be about 10 million people, right? That's how big as these islands are. Do you want people to be allowed to vote? So the two options you kind of have to run your government are: you can have just an inner circle where you give the red nose to and they please you, or and that inner circle you just appoint yourself. You decide, the people don't get a say. Or do you want to allow them to vote in like 100 senators into a Senate, and you'll still have total control, but the Senate will do the everyday government administration?
The thing is that, like, I want people to vote, but also I don't like gridlock because I'm sick of it in this country.
Yes.
It's just divided branches and then nothing gets
done.
passed.
Yes.
I mean, if I was channeling my sister who thinks she thinks most people are really stupid and that she's smarter than almost everyone, she would say, don't let these idiots vote.
Are you tempted to be the same?
An woman and not just copy her.
And by the way, something as well about this. I mean, if you did decide, no, look, I'm picking an inner council of 10 people, they'll decide everything and, you know, whatever. The people who live on your island, they're living there of their own free will. So, like, just because they can't vote, they might be absolutely happy with that. They might be like, yeah, if I wanted to vote, I'd move to America. Like, you don't necessarily need to feel bad because you are like depriving them of something.
I would make sure that everyone has enough income that if they wanted to live somewhere else, they could. Because you could just be like, well, then leave the country. But then it's like, I don't have any money, asshole.
So do you want to set up a fund for people who can like access enough money to leave if they want to emigrate?
I mean, I thought Andrew Yang was like an idiot, but I did think his universal basic income. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Wait, did they do that in like Scandinavia in some country?
Yeah, I don't know. I know, I would just copy Sweden and Finland and everything.
Yeah. Do you want to withhold the power of voting, but...
No, I'm going to do that thing where, like, a referendum thingy where if there's something that's super unpopular, the people can call for a referendum, and then if enough people vote, I don't know if they can overrule me, but they have some power. If I do something super unpopular. But also, I don't think these people are chess players. Like, I might be thinking 10 steps ahead.
Yes.
And they're looking at, oh, but it's going to raise my taxes for 3 months. And I'm like, yeah, but then you'll be taken care of for the rest of your life. So I'm very much struggling right now with, am I wiser than everyone or should I not?
Well, maybe I could advise, or I could act as one of the advisors for a minute and say, because you said there about you'd make sure people would have enough money and, you know, because like you were saying, the attitude of, oh, if you don't like it, leave the country and move somewhere else. And you're like, people can't afford that. What are you talking about? So would you be able to have a fund for someone where, I mean, let's say we'd put a figure at like 200,000, right? Which is a massive amount, but we'll just use that for argument's sake. That if you go, okay, this person is really happy living in Shantasia and they want to leave. So you can access that 200,000 fund. If you access it, but you have to wait a year, and at the end of the year, you still decide, yeah, I want to leave and move to England or Ireland or whatever, you can just go. Off you go. Get out of here. At least you have a year to actually, like, if I'm complaining about, oh, taxes are raised and the roads are meant to get better, but they won't. And if I have to wait a year, well, in the year's time, I might go, oh, well, actually, they have got better, I'll stay. And I can't just say, oh, I want to use that money and then just be rich on the island, because that's not fair either.
I mean, I want to discuss it more, but also because my mind goes darker. Like, what if there's a woman who's being stalked by this guy? But then I think about my tyrant side would come out with that kind of behavior. I would be very strict. And so this is, again, my sister's influence, because she's like, well, if we need to get cameras everywhere to catch these assaults on tape, because she's extreme. She's like castrate all the rapists and stuff.
Yes. By the way, speaking of that, is there any I mean, how harsh is your harsh, or how in that scenario, I mean, are you doing the same thing, or are you is it just imprisonment for life?
I need to think, because I do get very upset.
Yes. What we can do is we can move on, right? I can ask, just as the country's being set up, we just want to put some bit of lore here. What origin story do you want for your country? Like, how did you find it, or how did you come to be the leader? What do you want us to tell people?
I had a small Twitter following. Slowly I continued to share my thoughts, and people discovered it, and they related, and they saw that I was a woman of the people, but also that I was something to aspire to.
I will just throw in here, this island, you found this island, so nobody was actually here before you. So yeah, sorry, yes.
And then eventually I got Wi-Fi on the island, so I was live tweeting from the island, and I just was speaking honestly about it, but it made people want to come over, because I was hypothetically throwing out my vision, and people really jive with it.
How did you actually land on the island then? Like, what were you doing? Were you, because it's in the middle of the Atlantic, like what was going on? Where were you? What were you doing?
I was, you can't laugh.
Okay.
I was on a cruise, not because I like cruises. I just thought I should try one to see what the hate was about.
So you took a cruise across the Atlantic?
Yeah.
Okay. Seems fair.
And then halfway through, I didn't like it, so
you jumped overboard and went.
I have to get off this boat.
Okay. So did you jump off before you saw the island, or did you just see a patch of land and went, screw it?
I saw like a little bit of something.
Yeah. It's got to be better than a cruise.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's shows how brave, and you know what, it shows how forthright you are with your opinion.
Yes.
Yeah. What was the phrase? It's Shanta's time now. No, what am I saying? It's my reign, dear.
Yeah.
It's like you said that. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. We had to. Oh, what type of house do you want? You have to build your house.
What do you mean? Like, do I want a shack? Do I want a?
If you want a shack, yeah, we can build you a small little shack. But yeah, like, what's your residence? Your palace, shack, inside a tree?
Palace. I don't want to waste energy. I don't want to have 30 rooms that are unoccupied at all times.
You can turn off the lights. Don't need electricity or anything.
I want a house with. Do I want an ice skating rink? I want one of those rooms that is just all couch.
Wait, all couch, like a four corners.
Floor, yeah, everything.
Yes.
Actually, I don't like to sit at a desk, so that's where I'll do my work.
Oh, love it, yeah. So will there be any coffee table in the middle or anything like that? No?
Yeah, it comes down from the ceiling.
The coffee table comes down from the ceiling. Oh, yes, I get it. Yes. So that's your office.
Mm-hmm.
So people have to come to your house. Are you in the city or out in the countryside?
What?
Are you in the city? Is your house in the city or is it in
Yeah,
the
I'm in the
countryside? Or
capital.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, and that's where you can have yes, your advisors are. We're going with that, aren't we? There's no voting, but they have a
Sometimes
referendum. Yes.
I'm gonna give them the option of remote work if they want.
Oh, hybrid working. That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'll be really big. I presume most people are most people on the island going to be allowed to work from home if they can. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Um,
I want to show. I'm adaptable. I'm cool.
yeah.
I'm understanding.
Speaking of that, just to say, the 10 people who are coming into your country, your guards or your policemen, do you want to tell them like, oh, just ask any particular question to anyone coming in, or do you want just like an open door policy? First 10 million to come in, can live here, or do you want to ask any questions or stop people, anyone who's over 6'9" or?
Well, I won't call them police. I'm gonna figure out something better.
Elves?
Yeah, some sort of fairies. And then I think the only thing I want to screen is to make sure they aren't butt heads. Like they don't have to be a perfect person, but they have to be trying to be good.
Okay, so you'd have an interview with these people.
They can't be like, yeah, man is born evil and I'm just following my impulses or my natural impulses,
Right, okay. These people would be interviewed, would they, before they come into the country?
Yeah, just stating their intentions, like, are you going to contribute to Shantasia, even just through your kind interactions with your fellow citizens?
Okay, so I am Henry Smith. I want to live here. Hello, Shanta Claus. I'm planning on opening a lawnmower business where I cut people's grass and make it perfect. I'm big into that. Is that okay?
Well, I don't enjoy. Are these people going to be putting pesticides on their lawn? Are they trying to
Oh God. No. We'll just cut the grass, and if we see any pests, if I see a butterfly on that lawn, I'm kicking it. And this will be perfect, not a leaf. Yes.
When you cut the grass, it dies. Isn't that grass that could be used to feed animals?
I actually use it to line my bed.
How big is your bed?
14 inches
But
wide.
the other thing is, like, I don't want a lot of cow farts on my island either.
What?
Methane
Yes.
comes from cows eating. So
No,
I
don't use cows to eat the grass.
I know, I'm saying I
Oh.
was not sure about your lawnmower business because I'm like, why wouldn't we just get some animals who
Oh,
could
yes.
But then I
Yes.
think about livestock, and there are certain animals. Cows are very beautiful, docile creatures, but I think we have too many of them.
I mean, I can cull a few cows as well if you want. If I see any cows on lawns, I can kick them. I can do that as well.
Why don't you start your business where you don't use a lawnmower with gas, but you get some animals and you train them and you bring them with you and they consume the grass, the additional surplus?
Like what type of animals? Like
Well, you have to do your research. What animals?
I could.
Like a wildebeest, a capybara, llama, red kangaroo.
I could force a few sparrows maybe to only consume grass.
How about an alpaca business? Because then, the kids would like it too. I'm thinking hybrid petting zoo, grass cutting business.
I mean, is this the only way I'm allowed to join the country?
Yes.
Oh,
take it or leave it.
Can I get the kids to also eat the grass? Kids and alpacas. It's for single people who would love to have kids someday and a pet, and they get to come see cut grass. Kids and alpacas eating it.
Why would the children eat the grass?
Well, I won't feed them for a few weeks. They'll be fine. They'll eat.
I feel like your mind is venturing into sadistic territory.
I originally wanted just sparrows. I want lawnmowers and sparrows to eat grass, and you foisted the alpaca stuff onto me.
You brought up children eating grass.
Eating, yes. I want my children eating.
Now I'm not sure about your character.
Well, I'm not sure about your character.
It's my reindeer.
I think you should go. And then I'm like, well, I don't know what just happened. Okay. Henry Smith isn't joining the island then, yeah? Good.
Problematic.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. But, I had high hopes from at the start.
A little bit of issues with strong women. With imagination. Not an innovator, I would say.
No. I thought you were really helping him actually with that business.
Forward. I only want innovators.
Yes. Do you want to set up, or maybe you could get someone else to set up that business then, the alpacas? Oh
yeah, it's a brilliant idea.
It's a good idea. Yeah. What unusual list is your country top of? Like unusual list, just I guess like a niche list, maybe.
We have the most sexually satisfied adults, but also the lowest rate of STDs in the world. It's very sex positive. Also very safe and cautious. There's very few unplanned pregnancies too. People come to Shantasia and have a good time, and then the next day they don't feel regret because they were making smart choices.
Unfortunately, I wrote down most STD satisfied, but I've crossed that out. That's it's most sexually satisfied country in the world.
And lowest STD rate.
And lowest, that's it, I'll add that. And lowest
STI. We don't want to stigmatize.
Yes.
These.
STIs. Most safe. You're after beating Switzerland.
My goal as leader is to eliminate them entirely. Just so you know, that's
the
on
people.
No, the STI.
Oh, okay.
We're working on abolishing it like smallpox. It'll only be in one lab protected. Yeah.
Do you mean it's the STI?
Yeah, like
or a person who's really annoyed locked behind a glass wall?
No, it'll be a little.
Okay. It's not Henry Smith on his way out.
That's the only sample that'll exist.
Okay. Do you know you're after beating out Switzerland?
Hmm?
Switzerland is currently the most sexually satisfied country in the world.
Oh yeah, we're gonna blow past them.
Nice. Switzerland, Spain, and Italy top the list altogether. Yeah. God, I've gone onto this link and it's terribly formatted. Nice. Okay, I'm bored with that. Oh wait, that was 2014. Okay, next question. This country's going good. Oh, but it's going well, but I have bad news for you. We got word. There is a scandal involving Shanta Claus about to break. People are going to find out about it. They're probably not going to be all that happy with you. You get to pick what the scandal is. This is a light entertainment podcast. But yeah, what's happened?
I don't know. Like, I was playing video games for one day for 14 hours straight. But they edited it to make it seem like that's all I do all the time. And it was just one day where I needed to veg out. And it's like, people are mad at me.
I mean,
I'm like, sorry that your prestigious leader needs some self-care too.
Okay, so we're gonna.
I thought it wasn't a big deal because I thought it would make me look cool. I thought people would think like, whoa, Shanta Claus plays video games. She's so freaking cool.
What were you playing?
Backlash. I was playing Miles Morales Spider-Man, which is also like so cool.
So I mean, we're gonna call this Milesgate.
Yeah.
That's all right. Your advisors have suggested that you go onto the biggest nightly news show in the country. Like a sit-down interview to.
I'm not ashamed.
That's the attitude I think you should portray. I've taken to calling the presenter Anderson. So if you're happy to sit down with Anderson and explain yourself, I guess Anderson is going to start off by saying, Shanta Claus, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
That's fine. I want to discuss, if I may, Milesgate. I know this is a very difficult time for you. People are very angry right now. Can you explain why?
Why I choose to have a work-life balance and why someone decided with deceptive editing to twist it into a portrayal of me as an apathetic, lazy slob.
I mean, there is counterclaims by your people that it was edited to make it look like you played for 14 months straight, whereas you're saying it was only 14 hours straight. That's correct?
Yes.
Yes. And people did see your profile up online. All right, the lucky few who got to be your friends on the computer. The problem I think people have is that the day you claim you were playing for 14 days straight was the day that the most famous Ron Burgundy impersonator in the world, Henry Smith, he said he would be open to sexually satisfying every person in the country. And of course, this country is a massive Ron Burgundy fan. That your people are big into that. Yes.
I thought this guy texted me,
Hmm.
do you like Ron Swanson? And I'm just realizing now Ron Burgundy is the Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah.
I was talking about like government. Oh my God.
He probably
Anyway,
didn't. I was thinking that. And I was like, yeah, he's probably a bit conservative, I guess. Or
no,
okay.
I just can't
Yeah.
stop thinking about that mustache. Anyway, please
Yes.
continue.
Sorry. Yes. Thank you. So yeah, your people aren't happy because Henry Smith, who's the world famous Ron Burgundy impersonator, the second most famous Ron Swanson impersonator, he said he would be open to sexually satisfying every person in the country as a thank you to them being such avid fans. But he tried to call you and your office, and your office said no, she's busy. And it turns out you were just playing video games all day.
I've already made my decision about him. He's not a citizen of Shantasia.
Oh, but he just wanted to come on a visit and satisfy everyone in a pleasing sexual way.
If
But
he's not innovative with his business ideas, he's not innovative in the bedroom.
is
I
that
think
is that an official statement?
yes, I think he's a lot of talk, this Henry Smith.
Is that official policy? Because I mean, there's a lot of people who are just doing bog standard work in life in the country.
Shantasia, I have very high standards for the kind of intimate behavior that we participate in. And I just don't think Henry's up to par. I was elected a leader because I have very good intuition about these things.
What would you say to the people who would disagree with you and would think that he'd be great in the bedroom? Are you suggesting that they also need to book up their ideas?
I would say online impressions are deceiving. I had the chance to look Henry in the eye, and I
He
saw
has two eyes. I'll just make the point.
I saw who he really is.
Oh, well, he's an impersonator, so yes, he does look like Ron Burgundy, but he is actually a different person. Or are you?
Either when he's playing himself or Ron, it's just not up to par.
Oh, oh God! And do you want to apologize to your citizens who are still a bit upset that they missed out on the chance to be with him?
I don't think I have to apologize. I think I saved them a lot of disappointment.
Should they be thanking you?
Well, I certainly wouldn't force anyone to
But you'd be
do.
open to an apology from
I
the
think
people.
they'll probably look back
Yes.
and think that I made the right choice.
Just going to write the headline here for tomorrow's paper. Shanta Claus expects eventual apology from ungrateful public.
Well, that's a little twisting my words, but you do your journalist thing, I suppose.
Okay, are you planning to play more video games just in this interview? Or are you going to give them up?
I don't think I need to give anything up, everything in moderation.
But do you hope to limit the amount of gaming time? Can you say tonight on this show that you will never play for 14 hours straight again, regardless the next Spider-Man, the next Suicide Squad game?
I dare someone to put on Spider-Man.
Yes.
And play for less than 10 hours.
I mean, are you actually daring someone?
I will force every citizen of this country
yes.
to play it and try to turn it off in fewer than 10 hours. They can't do it.
And if they do, they're in serious trouble.
No, I'm not going to be spiteful like that, but it's not going to happen. So I'm not worried. I'm very confident.
But if it does happen,
But
they'll know. But it won't. But you're winking at me when you say but it won't, because we know what that means. Yes. Okay. Good. I'll send that threatening message to the public. But still very good. You didn't back down. That's good. Good tyranny. I've gone through that one. Oh, by the way, what seemingly mundane thing is banned in your country in Shantasia?
Seemingly mundane.
Yeah, I could have said everyday item, but I went with seemingly mundane.
No crocs.
No alligator, no crocodiles.
No shoes. No crocs.
Are crocodiles themselves allowed?
Occasionally.
Can you expand on the occasionally part?
Well, I'm not going to have a moat and having them circulate, but if the tides bring them in, I guess they're not in the ocean, but if they want to stop by.
So they can emigrate during the seasons.
I'm not actively recruiting crocodiles. They've been on this earth long enough.
So the shoes are definitely out.
Yes.
But the crocodiles are allowed in.
Shantasia is an animal-loving society.
That's great, because crocodiles mating season begins in around October, November, and it lasts for spread over several months from December to April, actually, excuse me. The courting begins in November. So the crocodiles seemingly have found a way to reach your island. They must.
It makes sense they're drawn to Shantasia
because
sex positive.
Yes.
Island. So I will consider making them our mascot, but I just think they can be a little aggressive. They also need to moisturize,
I mean, you say as if I would agree, going, yeah, I completely agree. I've never heard of a non-moisturizing crocodile.
There's a term, crocodile skin.
Is there?
If you get dehydrated, yes.
Really?
It's also your skin.
I mean, I'm genuinely Googling it.
Snobby, but I would like our mascot to be somewhat aesthetically pleasing.
Wait, it's called crocodile skin?
Yeah, on humans. If you get really dry skin, they're like, oh, you have crocodile skin. I'm loving this cultural divide here. We're bridging.
I've never, and just really annoying when I'm Googling it, it just comes up, I mean, crocodile skin, like actual, like this, it's not helping me. But okay, yeah, so we're outlawing crocodile skin as well. Any flaky skin, you're not allowed in it.
Well, I'm not going to ban you, but I'll just have little stations of Eucerin and Lubriderm.
I'd say there's actually like 10% of the people on your island who get a little bit worried. This is where maybe the claustrophobia comes into it. It's when you say, well, and it's like, I'm pretty sure she's nice, but slightly threatening.
Yes, do good and don't fuck up.
Oh yes, of course. Okay, yeah. No, look, there's no crocs. The sex positive crocodiles are allowed in apparently from December to April, and crocodile skin is frowned upon. Do I have that all correct?
Yes.
Cool. What? Oh, your favorite news station. They're pro Shanta Claus. What fantastical fact about you do you want your propaganda news station to tell the people? Basically, what great fact do you want everyone to know about you that we can make up?
I am an excellent polka player. Not poker, polka music. I'm prolific at it.
Oh God, what's polka? I don't know what polka music is.
I'm losing a lot of respect for you.
I'm sorry, well, thankfully, you see, I'm not an advisor. I'm just a voice inside your head, so you can't fire me. But we'll assume, okay, fantastic. We'll do a massive documentary about polka music. Okay.
And we're gonna share it in Ireland because I'm worried about the.
I mean, Ireland is big into music. Most people probably know, but I have no idea. Because I'm actually.
Not to be imperialist about it, but we need to spread some of Shantasia's culture. If this is the lack of knowledge about, this is the state of things.
Oh my God. Do you know what the weird thing is? If I Google polka, well, I mean, when I type in polka, the first thing that comes up is polka dot. And then when I put in M, it says polka music. But right underneath it says polka music Irish. Oh my God.
I mean, it's pretty embarrassing for you.
Okay, no, I'll Google that later, but I assume I agree. I'll move on from the embarrassing thing to me. Two, so we have a big movie studio who want to film on Shantasia. What franchise would you want to appear in?
I want to be in Fast and the Furious.
Oh my God, what number are we on now? Fast and Furious 10?
I've never seen any of them, but I just...
Great. Okay, let's go. Yeah, no, so I assume it's Fast and Furious 10. I mean, what character would you be? Are you a driver? Are you a government agent? I think that's what's involved in it now.
Yes, I'm the best driver, but I'm retired. So they only come to me when they really need me.
Oh, nice. So I assume you're going to have lines in this movie, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to... Oh, God. Hold on a minute. I'm going to be Dominic Toretto. That's Vin Diesel's guidance counselor from school. You know, his old father figure. Okay. He's stuck in prison. He sent me out a mysterious message, or a hidden message nobody else knows. So I've come to you. Where are we? Are we on like? Are you racing around on like a racetrack out of town?
You come to my mansion. I have like an Iron Man-esque mansion in Malibu.
Jesus. Okay.
Enjoying my day, and you've come.
Yes.
To...
Oh, he needs your help. He just sent me to get your help. So I'm going to ring the doorbell in this scene, right? It's like action. I ring the doorbell. Just knocking on the door. Hello, Miss. What's your second name? Sorry, what's the name? The character's second name?
Marigold.
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 Oh, Marigold. Sorry, Marigold. Damn it, the sign is all sweaty. Marigold. Knock.
Hello.
Oh, geez. Sorry, I thought there was a door there. Hi. Do you know Dominic Toretto?
Yes. What about him?
I think he's in trouble. By the way, thanks for asking my name. You know, someone comes to your door and you're just like, yeah, but okay. Yeah, Dominic's in danger. I'm Frank, by the way. I'm his old guidance counselor.
Frank, aren't you, Frank?
I am Frank. That's what people love about me. I can see people love your gold, Marigold. Because you have a big house, you see. I'm assuming you're rich. We don't get along in this scene, do we?
I mean, every scene needs conflict.
This is good writing. Are you interested in helping him, busting him out of prison?
Well, what has he done?
He laughed at a politician's sense of style.
Well, what car do you have for me to drive? I
have a lovely blue car. It's fully taxed and insured.
A blue car. That's how you drive it.
A beige blue car, yes. A beigey blue.
Well, what's the horsepower?
707 stallions wide. Is that it? I'm a guidance counselor and I haven't needed to drive in 40 years.
So why does he need my help?
Because you're the best driver out there.
And why does he need a driver to get him out of prison?
Because you're going to drive into the prison and drive him out of there. You're going to bust through the wall and then. The prison is on a racetrack.
It requires deft maneuvering.
The deftest.
I was about to put on my my VR headset. I was really looking forward to that.
Oh my God, are you going to play like Miles Morales? Is this going to be a callback?
Well, I suppose if it takes less than 40 minutes, I can do it.
With you and the team, it'll take 39 minutes.
Fine.
And then that's star wipe to you busting him out of prison, right? Seems good.
It's okay. I mean, if it's the 10th movie, there needs to be something new and interesting.
So how would you make it interesting? I mean, do you show up to prison and Dominic's like, hello?
I think the entire concept needs to be scratched. I'm going to get a writer's room for it.
What about you replace it with?
I'm getting the writer's room.
Oh, my God.
Governing.
Oh, you're not. I thought when you showed up on set, you were like, no, we need to scrap this, and you wanted to do other things. But no, that's fine. Are you taking control of the movie and hiring a writer's room?
Yes, because it's not good enough.
So you've hijacked the whole thing.
I'm just Edward Nortoning it a little bit.
But you're not kidnapping the cast and crew and forcing a rewrite.
Just for my scene.
So for your scene, you're going to completely change the
arc.
What was your arc in that scene? Your arc in that scene surely was you're going to go back and help Dominic, who you knew.
I just think we need a more exciting use of my abilities, my car driving abilities. Anyone can get a big truck and ram through a building.
Okay, how about this? Sorry, we're just spitballing with the writer's room. How about we need to ask your character to get a car and not drive into the prison, but we need you to haul a prison on wheels across a rickety bridge.
I want something where it's a prison on top of a series of islands, and it's only my skillful driving that they can rely on to hop over the islands and the water and land on a very small landing space. Like, it needs to be that difficult.
Okay, how about this? There is a legendary driving maneuver that nobody's been able to pull off for years. It's impossible. You can't do it. You know how you throw a rock across water and it skips? Yeah? Yeah, okay. We need someone to do that. Are you more into that?
Yes, absolutely.
And only you can...
I just needed you to push yourself a little.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Gosh.
You
need to come with your best ideas at the forefront.
Can I have my Crocs back?
Otherwise, you're wasting my time. I don't want to have to push you anytime I need a good idea. I want you to expect that of yourself right away.
I feel genuinely
the same standard that I hold you to.
I'm kind of glad you didn't listen to all my podcasts now. I feel really bad. Okay, thanks for showing up as a 5-minute cameo on the movie. Do you want some good news?
Sure.
Okay. Your finance guy, Paul, is just knocking on your door in your office with the couches everywhere. Good news, Shanta Claus. Your country has a lot of money. Lot of money. The people have gotten over the whole Miles Gate. They want to build you something. They want to build you a statue. They know you mightn't want that, but they want to build you something and name it after you. What will I tell them? I mean, they're really up for it. What do you want built?
I want a real Willy Wonka factory. I want the walls that you can lick. I want the chocolate fountain.
Do you want the Oompa Loompas? Do you want...
Oh, no, Oompa Loompas. Yeah. It's robots.
Oh, do you want just robots? Cool looking robots? They don't have to look like the Oompa Loompas, but yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want them looking like Ron Swanson or Ron Burgundy?
No, I want them looking like platypus.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, we can definitely do that. Lots of platypi, and real Willy Wonka factory. Can we call it after you? Shanta Claus factory?
Blended, Willy Shanta, Willy Shanka.
Willy Shanka. Could do that. And then we get someone for the Willy Shanka part.
What do you mean get someone?
I mean to play Willy Wonka or
No, it's just the food, just the candy.
Oh, but anyone to go around guiding people around to different rooms or anything, no? You don't want chaos.
No.
There's no people, it's just you're allowed in.
Well, when I go in, I'll go by myself, so I don't have to lick people's germs.
Yes.
But it'll be a tourist attraction. I like to give the people some nice things.
So you want a real life Willy Wonka factory called Willy Shanka Factory, and just Willy Shanka. Sorry, yeah. I mean it's and the only difference is there's no Willy Wonka character, and the Oompa Loompas are platypi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll get on that. That's going to cost.
Platypi. Let the regular platypi just live in the ponds. It'll be robot platypi.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get the robot. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Sorry, we'll have top of the range robot platypi.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. And can we put into it with the lake? Is it a chocolate lake?
I want to workshop that.
By the way, just a question and just general nosiness. Do you prefer white chocolate, dark chocolate, or just like dairy milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Really?
I like milk
God,
chocolate too, but I like dark chocolate.
yeah, total opposite. I can't. Total opposite. Oh God. But yeah, I can eat dark chocolate. Is that all right? Can people not eat
Yeah, more
dark
for
chocolate?
me.
Yeah, cool. I was going to say, can we put a little bit in, maybe a little attraction or side attraction in the factory where your car from Fast and Furious 10 is able to skip across it?
Yeah, I'll let the kids be able to sit in it as a ride.
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, I just thought it was an animatronic, but yeah, cool. Okay, we'll get right on that, and that's been built, and people are loving it because, I mean, who doesn't love? Wait, are they allowed to eat inside it when you're not there?
Yeah.
Okay. We just sanitize it and all that.
That's
We'll spray it
cool.
down and stuff. Yeah.
I'm like the coolest person ever.
Yes.
So
Oh, and at the end of the day, when they have to close up, can they ring a little bell that says it's my reign, dear? And then that's closing time.
no, I don't want to trivialize that.
Ah, good point. Yeah. That's serious government business.
Yes.
Okay. I've bad news. Paul is knocking on your door again. Knock.
Who's Paul?
Oh, he's the finance guy in the office.
Oh, what is it, Paul?
Hi. Hello. Hi. It's my birthday. Thanks for. It's my birthday. Shanta Claus. Hello.
Hi, what is it?
It's the date I was born 35 years ago.
Oh,
Sorry. Happy birthday to me. I checked the finances again. It turns out there was a minus sign. I didn't spot the minus sign. So it turns out we didn't have 20 billion in our accounts. We had minus 20 billion. So it turns out we're actually broke. So the IMF just want to know, the International Monetary Fund, they want to know, how are we going to get some money in? Like, what are we doing?
we're going to spread Willy Shonka. We're going to make it an international franchise. So we're going to build more.
Okay, is that not costing us a lot of money?
We're going to sell part of it.
Oh, who are we selling it to? Elon Musk?
New Zealand.
Oh, we're selling it to another country, not to a private business.
No private business.
No. What if New Zealand then sell it to a private business?
Well, they're not going to be fully in control. I'm just giving them some shares.
Right. Okay. But I mean, so they get enough shares to then build on their own island, is it?
Basically, what I want is we're going to spread Willy Shonkas around the world so other people can enjoy it, and we will turn a profit while spreading joy and diabetes.
Oh my God. Can we just say, though, I'm just going to say New Zealand did buy a few shares, and they're very grateful, and they've put a lot of money in because they're big fans of this. And also the new Prime Minister of New Zealand, Henry Smith. So Henry would just like to say a few words.
Lady.
What? Oh, what's her name?
Is that the Australian? Is she?
No, New Zealand.
She's still the leader. If she doesn't, I'm gonna do a coup and reinstate her.
Oh my God. Okay, so Henry Smith has been the Prime Minister for a year now. Are you?
Well, we'll have to take him out.
Why?
Because he's got to go.
Jacinda, that was it. Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah,
sorry.
Henry's got to go.
So what do you mean take him out, Mike?
I mean, it's up to interpretation. I don't know. Does he have any redeeming qualities? If someone can convince me he has any redeeming quality.
He employs over 6,000 alpacas and 15-year-old children to eat grass.
So he stole my idea.
Right. I mean, he would say it's different, but right. So he's come to this meeting to buy.
I'm just gonna put him in a timeout for 3 years.
What do you mean a timeout? As in you can't talk to him?
I'll just put him in the corner so he can think about what he did.
He's the legally elected representative of another sovereign nation.
Yeah, but once Willie Shonka is at New Zealand, they'll be so happy they'll listen to whatever I say. I'll be like, do you want Henry or do you want Willie Shonka? And they'll be like, oh, duh.
Why are you so against Henry?
Why are you so for him?
I'm just saying, maybe you should. I'm just saying he was the leader
I
of
just
New
want to
Zealand and
better his life. He's just gonna get a little time out.
of 3 years
Yeah, that's a blip.
in life. But I mean, now he is in his parliament saying, I think we need to ban Willie Shonkas. The diabetes has gone sky high. And she admitted it on TV that she was going to spread that. Sorry?
I was joking.
Oh yeah, but he's saying we still need to ban him. He's putting through emotion through the house. She has also said she has put me in a timeout.
I personally have footage of him sneaking into Willie Shonka and gorging himself. And so I'll release the tapes. If he doesn't stand down, I'll tell him I'll leak it.
I'm going to release tapes of her playing Miles Morales for 15 hours.
They've already done that.
Not for 14 hours, not for 15 hours. 15 hours is
my approval rating's so high because of Willie Shonka. I can take it. Bye bye, Henry. Bye.
Oh my God! What do you mean bye? That's
saying bye. I'm not. He's still alive. Chill out. I haven't killed anyone yet.
Nobody's even said that. I mean, you're at this press conference. Henry's very worried now. He's put he's asked the UN to step in and ban Willie Shonkas around the world. Do you want to make any comment to that, or is he?
On what grounds?
That she has threatened me. She has disparaged my business, Alpaca Lies, and she did a shoddy job of Fast and Furious. It did very poorly in the New Zealand market.
I think I'm now gonna have Henry killed.
Really? I mean, he's over. You're quite far away in Shantasia, right? I mean, he's in New Zealand.
No, it's too much. I'm devoting too much attention to this man.
So you're gonna end him.
Undeserving man. He doesn't know his place. He hasn't done good, and he's fucked up.
So can I just say for the advisors, like, do you want to reconsider this? I mean, do you want to end him? You want us to send a team to
send him a golden ticket, but when he opens it, it's a threat against his life, telling him to stand down, and if he ignores it, we poison him with a gobstopper.
How are you going to get the gobstopper in his mouth? I mean, he's read the note now. He knows that all he has to do is not eat a gobstopper.
I didn't tell him that. I'm saying if he doesn't stand down.
Oh, sorry. Your advisor had written that part down as well, and they were writing your words down.
I feel like my advisors aren't very competent.
They've been less competent ever since Willie Shonka opened up. They've been distracted, I'll be honest.
Well, I'm going to have to limit their time there.
Oh, but I suppose, yeah, are you still going to press on with the get rid of Henry mission?
Yes, it's my reindeer.
Right, say no more. We'll get that sorted. Just second last question for you. So your people have read about this kind of internationalist incident in the news, and we kind of thought that maybe just to keep your people happy and make sure they know that everything's fine, you know, Shanta Claus is still kicking ass. Do you want to just do a photo op of some sort, just to show people how you're still, you know, as good as ever when running a country?
Sure, we'll do some Shanta selfies.
We were just wondering, what do you want to do? Do you want to walk around a factory, like pointing out to people how to do their job, or, you know, what photo?
No, I want to get a big bouncy house, very big. They come in, and then we jump, because the best selfies are the best pictures are the ones, the action shots.
Yes.
And then we get it framed for them.
So are you looking for a big bouncing castle?
We're gonna do one person at a time, so it doesn't have to be oversized. But nice and spacious, so they can have some fun.
When you say other people, sorry, because in my head it was just you in this shot, but is it like everyone in the country?
Oh yeah, I thought we were gonna do like a convention fan line.
Ah,
So
yes.
they come in one by one and take a photo with me.
So the biggest bouncing castle in the world is over 300 meters. Do you want one bigger than that?
No, because I want individual time with my people.
And it's 10 million people. So you're going to stay there until you get 10 million people.
People probably have meetings that day.
Oh, it's only a 1 day thing. So.
Well, I'm gonna do 1 day and see how it goes.
Right. Okay. And if it goes well, you'll commit to another day.
Maybe I'll do it as a reward for really special citizens.
Instead of, they don't get a red nose, do they? Citizens, they get a bouncing castle selfie.
That's just for advisors.
My God, your stamina is going to be really kicking in here. Like, are you going to be able to potentially bounce 10 million times?
Shantasia has amazing citizens, but I don't think all 10 million are deserving of a bouncy house selfie with me.
Oh yeah, especially some of them criticize
Again,
over.
I'm all about encouraging innovation, kindness, creativity, anything that can move us forward as people and a society.
I mean, we've just checked the numbers who I don't know, who have tickets or whatever system we have here. I mean, there's just under, and when I say just under, I mean one under 1 million people.
We'll get to it. They'll just have to keep keeping me in power. That'll be a nice incentive.
So, but you're gonna do 999,999 bounces.
Oh yeah, my quads are gonna look great.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, fair play. Yeah, people really like it. It's. I mean, some of them are selling the pictures as well for a lot of money to the other people who didn't get there. They had meetings. I do have a final question, and it's simply that I assume at a certain point in time you will think about who's going to be your heir to the land of Shantasia, right? Who's going to take over?
I'm working on some technology to try to preserve my life
Indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to outlast everyone on the planet?
Well, I think I would share it with the people.
Only the people you took the bouncy selfies with, right?
They would definitely be first.
Yes.
But to be honest, ethically, I'm not sure how I feel yet because I don't want to contribute to overpopulation.
Yes. So, I mean, do you want to announce an heir just on the safe side?
Yes. I think
I would just say that it would have to be someone who, for example, I wouldn't announce that it's my grandson, excuse me, grandson, because I don't obviously have a grandson. So it has to be someone who is actually around. Henry Smith, for example.
I nominate Meryl Streep.
My God. Seems a bit foolish to ask, but why?
Because she seems leaderly.
One of your citizens have a question. Sorry, I'm assuming you're making this announcement, in front of an adoring crowd. I mean, how would you announce them? How would you announce your decision? Everyone's standing up.
Who is one of the most beloved performers of our time? Who inspires you to be better? Who ignites your creativity? Who makes you laugh? Who makes you cry?
Henry Smith? No. Henry Smith, the Ron Burgundy impersonator.
Who's yelling that out? Get rid of them.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Here.
What do you mean get rid of him? Into the ocean?
Put Sarah. She's not welcome here.
Where do we put her?
Can you take her out?
I know what that means. Yeah, I've got her in my sights.
Just put her in timeout for now. Thank you.
What does timeout mean? Timeout seems very evil.
They say that in Ireland. If you've been bad, your parents put you in timeout.
Well, I mean, yeah, go down to your room. Go down to your room. Yeah.
Yeah, that's timeout.
Okay, so she just has to go to her room.
Like lights out.
But I mean, when you say it as a leader of a country, did Henry Smith just have to go to his room then when you put him in timeout? So for 3 years he was locked in his room.
No phones or tablets.
So Sarah is how long are we locking Sarah in her bedroom?
The speech. She hasn't done that much yet.
Okay. She's actually Henry's wife. Yeah, no, so the rest of them are like Luke Penn.
No men.
Oh, no men. Helen Mirren.
She's not interested.
Oh, okay. Who? We can't think of anyone else.
I said Meryl.
Oh, right. Meryl Streep, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. That's actually a good choice. Have you spoken to her? How did you speak to her? What happened?
I'm choosing her so I can finally meet her.
So you haven't met her yet?
Mm-mm.
Does she know that she's been offered this? Has she even agreed to this?
I think she can't resist. She's
power.
acted all the roles you could dream of. She wants a new challenge.
You think she couldn't resist a bit of power? Oh my God, is she power hungry? These are the citizens asking. They're a bit concerned now.
No, she does stories about the human condition. She loves humanity. She loves Shantasia. She loves what we stand for.
She won't name the country Street Asia, no?
No, she wants to honor my legacy.
Oh, nice. But you haven't met yet. But she will.
We are kindred spirits.
Lovely. Love it. Okay, are you staying on the island when she comes, or are you going to leave eventually? Or
I might go on a cruise, but a better one.
What? Okay. Where are you going on a cruise this time?
I'll go to New Zealand first.
To check out.
Check it out. Hopefully Willy Shonka is up to my standards.
Henry's now been let go. I mean, in fairness, a lot of his presidency was him locked in his room for 3 years. So Jacinda Ardern came back. Ardern or Ardern? Keep blanking. But yeah, so you're okay with that, right? Jacinda's back.
What is he doing?
Sorry?
What is Henry doing?
He begs people for money.
Well, yeah, karma, I guess.
His new wife Karma has left him.
Karma.
Don't feel bad, yeah.
I mean, it's a little on the nose, but that's karma.
And Meryl Streep is now saying, "It's my time, dear." She wanted to honor you, but she didn't want to take your saying.
I allow it because she performs it so believably.
Yeah, that's true.
She embodies it.
Yeah, she carries a performance.
She's worthy of it. She's
actually starring in the next Fast and Furious. Instead of yourself, they do a running thing now where they get the leader of Shantasia. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so that is that's the end of your time. Anything you would change?
Everyone, no, not everyone. They have to be good. They have to be responsible, but lots of cats and dogs.
Like you would encourage people to own lots of cats and dogs?
Place in the stores, they just boost morale 30-40% at least.
Speaking of which, have you ever been to a cat cafe?
Yes.
Lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's you want to set up like a bookshop, but you can go in and chill out and read a book, but then with a cat beside you on the couch.
Stay on every corner. We're actually gonna replace Starbucks.
Yes, with these cappuccinos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Shanta Parasuraman, do you have any social media you want to plug?
Sure. I'm Shalala Shanta on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, I have to check. Oh, you are Shalala Shanta.
Added an extra la. Shalala Shanta. Like Kiss the Girl in Little Mermaid. I guess that was sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be shy.
Yes, sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la, Shanta.
Gave me that nickname.
Ah, okay.
I used to have a different nickname, but that was my fan fiction username. And I was like, I think I need to separate myself from this.
Yes. Shanta, thank you very much for being the ruler of a country.
Of course, I live to serve.
And you're happy for other people to serve you. and do anything you ask.
And that's the end of the podcast. For some reason, I decided not to record an outro while I was doing it, but there you go. You can get the rest of the podcast episodes and everything else on Twitter at Tyrants _podcast. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.